Assalamu alaikum guys, how's it going, and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about a simple video, inshallah it won't take so long, of how to keep your PC in shape and get it to start running as fast as it used to be, and keeping it healthy, just basically keeping it healthy. And without further ado, let's get into it. So we're gonna use some free apps. We're gonna download some free apps I can use to do this. If you purchase them, it will be beneficial, but otherwise you can use them free. And these two apps basically going to talk about, Glary Utilities and CCleaner, are one of the most well-known and light to your PC and to your RAM, and doesn't consume as much and not as invasive as other so many. There are so many others, maybe even better, but not in terms of being sufficient, and doesn't consume a lot of your RAM, doesn't make your PC heavy, and all of that stuff that we don't want. So what you're gonna do is just download. I'll put the links down in the description. So this is its website, Glarysoft.com. Go to free download. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step with the best and optimal settings you can use. Download it. Let's download them both together so we can run them. Also CCleaner.com. You can use a free trial of professional technician, or whatever suits you, but let's get to the free version. Okay, so after the download, let's get the files outside here so we can deal with them. So this is Glary Utilities, and let's start with it first. It's actually one of my favorites, to be honest. I've been using it maybe like more than 10 years or so. Both of them actually. Very neat applications and very easy to use, and the user interface is fairly nice, fairly understandable, especially for new users, to people who use this app that they don't have lots of background about these apps. So first thing to do is just check these two boxes. Even before that, make sure you don't have downloaded files in the download or the documents. Just make sure you don't have any in these folders. Just make them into a different folder, into a different subfolder, different category. No need to put everything in here in download or documents, or even in the C. Make your C file or desktop as clear as it can be, so your system can react nicely, and you don't have like make your device a little bit heavier and so on. So make your C drive as clear as it can be. If you don't have any other partition besides C, like D, E, and beside, just make a folder outside here. Say name it whatever you like. Let's, for example, say all files. Sorry. Name it all files and just transfer everything in it. So nothing will be deleted and all will be good. Oh, I just renamed this by mistake. So let's go to the settings. We need to tweak it to the optimal settings so we can use it as its highest efficiency. So we go to general settings and you uncheck this. You can see the thing that you like the most and you can put it. It's okay, it's up to you, but I'm gonna give you the best optimal settings I've been using for a while, and it's doing me all good. So far I haven't had any source of lag or heaviness to the PC or whatever, these kind of stuff. So just uncheck these guys. We don't need hints, thank you. Also these, no thank you. Let's go to the one-click maintenance. Sorry, we need the pro version for that. It's not superly necessary, but it's a nice thing to add. Let's go to the temporary file cleaner. Make sure to check these all. There's nothing here fairly that you can, if you delete it, will make something run into your PC. Let's make one thing clear, guys. Don't use this application on your work computer or any sensitive material, sensitive PC, sorry, like work environment and such. Not because they will damage it and so on, but you're not responsible fully for this PC. So this is better to be used at your own device, your own laptop, your own computer. Just to make a note aside. Browsers, make sure to check them all. Applications, also make sure to check them all and uncheck the ones that you don't want them to interfere with. For example, in my situation, I don't want to interfere with IDM, Internet Download Manager, and I don't want it to interfere with maybe Steam. And what else? We're good. Just hit apply. Let's go to AutoCare. We're gonna go through that later on. Restore Center. Nothing much to add here. Nothing. The context menu. The context menu is this menu where you click right click on application or something and it gives you these other subcategories, sub menu to like add to archive, add to VLC, add to this stuff. This is called the context menu. So in my case, I don't want Glary Utilities to be in my sub menu. It's not necessary. It's gonna give you good features like disk defrag, find the empty folders, maybe wipe some stuff. But these are the best settings you can go with. Hit apply, okay, and then we go for this this one, disk cleanup. I think it is. Yeah. Make sure to check them all. Check here too. Take the downloads, the ones that you don't want it to interfere with. Again, make sure you don't have any stuff in your download or documents. So usually this folder is gonna get cleared because it's considered like as a heavy files that taking space into your PC. So make sure you can rescan again. It's gonna be more because last time we didn't check all. Can clean. So bear in mind, these settings are just one time. You don't need to use it more than one time. That's it, just one time and you're set to go. This one, track eraser. We're not gonna go through them all. They're fairly so many, but we're gonna go through the most important ones that you're gonna use just once and that's it. You don't have to go for it ever again. So as you can see, I'm checking all the boxes. Then I'm gonna review them quickly to see the ones I don't and I don't need to interfere with. So with the Windows, yeah, make them all. The browser. Also another note, for example, if you put the browser, it's gonna clear all your cookies, your settings, and you'll be needing to log in each time after you clear it. For some people it might be a hassle, but in general it's safer that way. It's more secure that way. Yes, it's silly every time you just go in to log into Gmail, log into Microsoft, log into this, log into that. But this how security breaches happens in the first place. Having like your cookies stored into your PC, your browser, so it's not safer that way. So you need to clean it. What else do we have here? Don't want it to interfere with IDM, Steam. Some of these steps just feel repetitive, but again, it's just one time. You don't need to worry about it too much. Meanwhile, you can change the skin here also. I like this one or this one maybe. Well, let's go for this one for now. It's clear, why not? So what else do we have? Okay, let's just this is the startup. The startup is actually also super important to the PC. Make sure to just start up the application that you need the most for your PC to run. For example, some people, I don't need Cortana to run. Some people have maybe Media Player Classic, like a video player running. You don't need that. It's gonna run anyways. So understand this. It's gonna run anyways. You don't need to start up the PC with them. They're gonna make a very high delay when you start up. You don't need to. So just uncheck them all. So these apps, I'm using all these apps in here. I'm using them all, but don't know they're not necessarily to run your PC. They're not gonna damage it. It's just gonna make it delay. Startup very gonna take very while. So just make sure to enable only the most necessary app that you really need your PC to start with. In my case, MSI Center is very important for me. Security health also important. The graphics, not the Intel graphics, not that important, but it's not causing high demand. Also in the scheduled task as well, make sure to basically disable everything except the super necessary, because this one gonna make your RAM consume like a higher consumption to the RAM and higher, basically everything you don't need, every load that you don't need is gonna apply to your device. The plugins also, if you know what you want and you don't. The service, these are like more advanced stuff we're gonna talk about in another video. We're gonna go for them one by one and see like the effect of each one. So right now we're gonna go to the last step, which is, let's go to overview here and let's turn automatic maintenance. Oh sorry, we need the pro license for it. If you manage to get the pro license, you're gonna have like automatic maintenance, same settings. Basically you're gonna use you're gonna put which time you want to run it, maybe daily, weekly. I recommend you after each session you finish your work, you run some cleanup onto your device. It's better that way, keep it healthy and fast. Scan for issues, automatically repair. Basically that's it. This is the first application we have on the list today. The second one is CCleaner. Yeah, it's got renamed from earlier. Now it became all files. Let's make this one run in the back and let's see CCleaner. Customize. You can add desktop shortcut. For me, I like it to be in the recycle bin. If you want a desktop shortcut outside here, it's okay. If you don't want it, just make it to the recycle bin. So it's up to you. Let's make it desktop shortcut so you can see. Thank you. We don't want to see the release note and let's run the application. Okay, we're done with the installer. So first thing we're gonna need to do, if you ask me, like say, is it important to have them both? I'll tell you no, it's not important to have them both, but together combined they will benefit you the most. You can use one of them, it's up to you. But together they're gonna benefit you the most, with the least RAM consumption, with the least hassle, with the fastest way it can be. Let's go to privacy. No, thank you. Advanced. Just make them like the way I do it. It's fairly the optimal settings. Also, if you want something from this, you can check. Like for example, you want to shut down after custom clean, you can check it if you want that. Just keep it that way for now. Updates. No, thank you. Smart cleaning. You can also, this is like automatic maintenance. You can enable it or disable it. It's up to you. It's gonna ask you also like what action do you need. Do you need to clear the Firefox, the Edge, after I close it, or before, or during, stuff like that. Schedule. No, thank you. Don't need to. What do we have here? Tools. Also, you have access here to the startup menu, and you can see what's happening to your device as well. So yeah, let's go hit custom clean. Also bear in mind these are one timer also. Just do them once. Same concept apply. CCleaner as before as Glary Utilities. You check the ones that you want and you uncheck the ones that might interfere with your work. So far these are good. So far so good. Advanced. Yeah, don't need Wi-Fi space. It's gonna take fairly long to do. This is the Windows download and the documents folder. Basically it's download, not the document, but if you want it to be cleared, you can put them. If you don't want it to be cleared, just uncheck them. In my case, I want it to be cleared as well. We switch from Windows to application. Okay, I don't want to for Netflix. How about here? Office, no. Internet, no. Java, yes. Again, you check the ones you want and you uncheck the ones that you don't want to interfere with. And then run CCleaner. Don't show me, please. Continue. You can also right click on the recycle bin, show more option if you're using Windows 11. If you're using Windows 10, just or below, just right click. You're gonna see open CCleaner or run CCleaner. This is why I said earlier, like no need to have the no need to have it like that. You're just you know, right click on the recycle bin and you do your thing. Also, let's go to registry. We need the custom clean and the registry, basically. These, you know, the rest, it's not useless to say, but we don't need it for now. Just would be suffice with this. Review, fix all selected issues, close, and just like that. We're gonna talk about more of the tips, more of the hacks, more and more to how to keep the PC in shape and security and so on. Maybe this video took longer than expected, but I promise you next one is gonna be shorter and more clear. So let me know what do you think about this application, if you tried them before, if you have any other application that you actually programs that you used and they were better than this, or maybe light, not as invasive, and you know, have malwares or have all this sort of weird stuff in them. So make sure to like, subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.